here we want to find the slope of a line. They've just given us 2 points. Now, one option is we could always just graph it and then count on the graph how rise over run, how far up or down, and how far over. But let's say if we want to do it without having to draw a picture, what can we do? Well, if all we remember about slope is rise over run, why does that help me? Well, rise is up and down and run is back and forth. So picture on a graph, what letter do we use to measure up and down is the y's, and the letter we use to measure back and forth is the x's. And so what we're really asking is how far apart are 2 y values and how far apart are 2 x values. Now sometimes you just look at them and say how far apart, but we want to make sure we get our signs right. So if I'm saying how far apart are 2 numbers, I want the difference between them. So I'm going to subtract 2 values. My y's on the top and my x's on the bottom, because I remember y's are up and down, x's are back and forth. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to label which one's x and y so I don't goof it up. So y. I can do 4 minus 5 or 5 minus 4. It doesn't make a difference, but whatever I do, I have to do it consistently. So let's say I want to do 5 minus 4 for my y's, because 5 is a bigger number. Now when I come over here for x's, I have to put this one first if I put this one first. So it doesn't matter which one you think of as the first point, you just have to be consistent with the x's and y's. So if I do 5 minus 4, I have to do 2 minus negative 4. And it helps to write the formula out first. See, I already did the minuses. That way I can see I have a minus because I'm taking the difference of 2 numbers and a subtraction. Alright, so how far apart are 5 and 4? So 5 minus 4, they're 1 unit apart. Minus and negative is the same as plus, or even if we think 2 and negative 4 are 6 units away from each other. So we end up with a slope of 1 over 6.